Have you been lied to about what life after 75 really looks like? The brutal truth might shock you, but it could also save your independence and dignity in the coming years. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal 7 uncomfortable truths about aging that nobody talks about, plus the exact strategies to maintain control of your life despite these challenges. Most seniors make a critical mistake after 75 that accelerates cognitive decline without realizing it. And you'll discover what it is when we reach truth number 5. Martha believed her retirement years would be filled with travel and leisure after turning 75. Instead, she found herself facing unexpected health crises and financial strains that no one had prepared her for. The healthcare system suddenly seemed designed to work against her rather than support her golden years. Truth 1. Healthcare discrimination is real. Why are doctors dismissing your symptoms as just part of aging when they treat them seriously in younger patients? This isn't your imagination. It's a documented phenomenon affecting thousands of seniors daily. Research published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society confirms that age-based healthcare discrimination leads to misdiagnosis in 43% of seniors over 75. This silent epidemic means potentially treatable conditions are being overlooked simply because of your birth date on the medical chart. When Thomas complained of severe fatigue at age 81, his doctor dismissed it as normal aging, until his daughter insisted on blood tests that revealed a treatable thyroid condition. Without that advocacy, Thomas might have suffered needlessly for years. Accepting dismissive medical care can lead to preventable disability or premature death, as serious conditions go untreated. The solution requires becoming more assertive in medical settings, even when it feels uncomfortable. Bring a detailed symptom journal to every appointment, documenting exactly when problems started and how they affect your daily life. Never attend important medical appointments alone. Bring a family member or friend who can serve as your advocate. Most importantly, ask this direct question: would you recommend the same treatment if I were 30 years younger? This question often stops age discrimination in its tracks and ensures you receive appropriate care rather than dismissal. Medical advocacy becomes increasingly important with each passing year after 75. Your healthcare experiences directly impact your longevity and quality of life. Your next doctor's appointment could be life-changing. Prepare for it properly starting today. Don't wait for symptoms to worsen before taking action. Truth 2. Social isolation accelerates decline. Are you aware that loneliness after 75 is more dangerous to your health than smoking 15 cigarettes a day? This shocking comparison comes directly from research at Brigham Young University and has been confirmed by multiple studies worldwide. The science is clear and alarming. Studies from the National Institute on Aging reveal that socially isolated seniors experience a 50% increased risk of dementia and 29% higher likelihood of heart disease. Your brain is literally rewiring itself based on your social connections or lack thereof. Richard, at age 77, lost his wife and gradually stopped attending community events, not realizing his withdrawal was accelerating his cognitive decline at an alarming rate. Isolation doesn't just feel bad emotionally, it physically shrinks your brain and weakens your immune system within months. Brain scans show measurable deterioration in the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex, areas crucial for memory and decision-making when seniors lack regular social interaction. The pandemic has only worsened this problem, with many seniors never fully returning to their previous social activities. Breaking this dangerous cycle requires deliberate action, even when you don't feel like socializing. Schedule at least 3 meaningful social interactions weekly, even if it's just a 15-minute video call with family or joining a senior center activity. Research shows that even brief social connections provide significant neurological benefits if they occur consistently. The quality of social interaction matters more than quantity. A meaningful conversation where you feel truly heard provides more brain protective benefits than hours of superficial chit-chat. Focus on relationships where you can share genuine thoughts and feelings. Consider volunteer opportunities, which research from the Corporation for National and Community Service shows can reduce depression by 40% in seniors while providing natural social connections. Don't wait until you feel lonely. Your brain needs social connection today for protection against decline. Make your first social appointment before finishing this video. Truth 3. Financial vulnerability increases dramatically. Did you know that financial exploitation targeting seniors over 75 has increased by 58% in the last 5 years alone? This isn't just happening to other people, it's a calculated attack on your generation specifically. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau reports that the average senior victim loses $120,000 to scams specifically designed to exploit age-related cognitive changes. These aren't just random scams. They're sophisticated operations that deliberately trigger emotional responses to override your normal financial judgment. Barbara, at age 79, received a call about her grandson being in trouble, and her normally cautious financial judgment was overridden by emotional manipulation within minutes. A single financial mistake after 75 can be unrecoverable, leaving you dependent on family or government assistance for the rest of your life. What makes this particularly dangerous is that cognitive changes affecting financial decision-making often occur before anyone notices, including you. Research from the Center for Retirement Research shows that financial decision-making ability peaks in your 50s and then gradually declines, accelerating after 75, even while verbal abilities remain strong. This creates a dangerous situation where you may feel completely capable while actually becoming more vulnerable. Implement a 24-hour decision rule for any financial transaction over $1,000, no matter how urgent it seems. Always sleep on major financial decisions, as emotional responses that drive poor choices tend to diminish overnight. Designate a trusted person to review unusual spending patterns and consider setting up alerts on your accounts for transactions over a certain amount. Many banks now offer specialized protective services for seniors that can add an extra layer of security without removing your independence. Remember that legitimate organizations never demand immediate payment or personal information by phone. Set up these protective measures today before cognitive changes affect your financial judgment. Your financial security depends on the safeguards you implement right now. Truth 4. Medication mismanagement becomes deadly. Why aren't doctors warning you that medication errors become 400% more likely after age 75? This statistical reality from the American Geriatric Society represents one of the most preventable causes of hospitalization and death among seniors. Mayo Clinic research shows that adverse drug reactions cause nearly 28% of hospital admissions for patients over 75, compared to just 6% for younger adults. The danger increases exponentially with each additional medication you take, yet most seniors are prescribed multiple drugs without adequate safety monitoring. James, at 83, was taking 12 different medications prescribed by 3 different specialists who never communicated with each other, resulting in a dangerous combination that caused a fall and broken hip. Without proper medication management, you're risking dangerous drug interactions that can cause confusion, falls, or even organ failure. The problem stems from several factors that intensify after 75. Changes in how your body processes medications, seeing multiple specialists who don't coordinate care, and normal age-related memory changes that make complex medication schedules difficult to follow. The solution requires taking control of your medication regimen as a whole, rather than trusting that the healthcare system will catch problems. Request a comprehensive medication review with a geriatric pharmacist twice yearly, specifically asking about potential interactions and whether any medications can be safely discontinued. Use a pill organizer with alarms for perfect adherence and maintain an updated list of all medications, including over-the-counter drugs and supplements, to bring to every medical appointment. Many seniors don't realize that common supplements can interact dangerously with prescription medications. Vitamin E can increase bleeding risk with blood thinners, and even grapefruit juice can dramatically change how certain heart and cholesterol medications work in your body. Your next dose could be helping or harming you. Get your medications reviewed this week. Don't wait for symptoms of a drug interaction to appear before taking action. Truth 5. Cognitive resilience requires deliberate effort. Is your daily routine actually accelerating brain aging rather than protecting against it? This question isn't meant to frighten you, but to highlight a scientifically proven reality that most seniors never learn about until it's too late. Neuroscientists at Harvard Medical School have discovered that passive activities like watching TV increase dementia risk by 24%, while learning new skills decreases it by up to 47%. The difference comes down to whether your brain is actively creating new neural connections or simply processing information passively. Elizabeth, at age 76, spent most days watching news programs, not realizing her brain was deteriorating from lack of challenge rather than being stimulated by staying informed. Without intentional brain stimulation, cognitive abilities decline 32% faster after 75, affecting independence years before they should. Your brain operates on the use it or lose it principle, but what constitutes use changes significantly as you age. Activities that once challenged your brain may now be too routine to provide benefit. The key is pursuing novel learning experiences that force your brain to create new neural pathways. Spend 30 minutes daily on a genuinely challenging activity, learning through a language app, mastering digital photography, or playing strategic card games with friends. Research from the University of Texas at Dallas found that seniors who learned complex new skills showed brain function improvements equivalent to being years younger. The most effective cognitive protection comes from combining mental challenges with physical movement and social interaction. Dancing, for example, engages multiple brain systems simultaneously and has been shown in studies from the Albert Einstein College of Medicine to reduce dementia risk by an impressive 76%, more than any other activity studied. Taking a dance class provides triple benefits. Learning new steps challenges your brain, the physical activity improves blood flow to brain tissue, and the social aspect provides emotional stimulation. Your brain is changing today based on how you use it. Choose activities that strengthen rather than weaken it. Make your cognitive protection plan before going to bed tonight. Truth 6. Physical independence requires specialized training. Did you know that traditional exercise advice is actually dangerous for most people over 75? This counterintuitive truth explains why many active seniors still experience devastating falls despite regular physical activity. Research from the American College of Sports Medicine shows that standard fitness regimens increase injury risk by 64% in seniors, while specialized balance and strength training reduces fall risk by 50%. The difference lies in focusing on the specific physical systems that preserve independence rather than general fitness as defined for younger adults. William, at age 80, followed his grandson's workout advice, and suffered a shoulder tear that limited his independence for months, when a specialized senior program would have strengthened his body safely. A single fall after 75 begins a cascade of health decline that leads to nursing home placement within 2 years for 40% of seniors. This statistic from the Centers for Disease Control represents one of the most preventable causes of lost independence. The problem isn't weakness alone. It's the specific loss of fast-twitch muscle fibers that prevent falls when you begin to lose balance. These fibers deteriorate 30% faster than other muscles after 75, unless specifically trained. Perform 10 minutes of balance exercises every morning when your energy is highest. Simple exercises like standing on one foot while holding a counter or practicing sit-to-stand movements without using your hands provide targeted training for the exact muscles that prevent falls. Participate in a senior-specific strength training program twice weekly, focusing on maintaining strength in your legs and core rather than upper body aesthetics. The National Institute on Aging's free exercise guide provides perfectly designed movements for seniors over 75. Equally important is what to avoid. Eliminate exercises that put pressure on your spine, require rapid direction changes, or position your head below your heart. Your ability to live independently is determined by what you do today. Start these specialized exercises immediately. Begin with just 5 minutes this afternoon to establish the habit that could save your independence. Truth 7. End-of-life wishes are frequently ignored. Why do 76% of seniors over 75 end up receiving aggressive medical treatments they specifically said they didn't want? This disturbing statistic from the Dartmouth Atlas of Healthcare reveals a systemic failure that affects families nationwide. Johns Hopkins researchers found that even with advanced directives in place, medical staff override patients' documented wishes in critical situations unless very specific protocols are followed. The gap between intentions and reality creates unnecessary suffering during life's final chapter. Dorothy, at age 82, clearly stated she wanted no extraordinary measures, yet spent her final weeks on machines because her family wasn't properly prepared to advocate effectively in the moment of crisis. Without proper planning, your final days may involve unwanted interventions, pain, and loss of dignity, despite your clearly stated wishes. Standard living wills often prove inadequate in real medical emergencies, where decisions must be made within minutes by distressed family members facing pressure from medical teams. Create a POLST, physician orders for life-sustaining treatment, form with your doctor, which carries far more legal weight than a standard advance directive and travels with you between healthcare settings. This bright pink form gives specific medical orders that emergency personnel must follow, unlike advanced directives which are often unavailable or unread during crises. Appoint a healthcare proxy who thoroughly understands your exact wishes and has the emotional strength to enforce them against potential pressure from medical staff or other family members. Have annual conversations about end-of-life scenarios with this person, discussing specific situations rather than general preferences. The conversations should include exactly what quality of life means to you and what medical interventions you would refuse, even if they might extend your life. Medical emergencies happen without warning. Complete these documents this month. Don't wait for a health crisis to begin this essential planning process. Knowing these brutal truths isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. With the right preparation, life after 75 can be dignified, meaningful, and on your own terms. Thousands of seniors have used these exact strategies to maintain independence well into their 90s. The choices you make today determine whether you'll thrive or merely survive in the coming years. If you've experienced any of these brutal truths, share which one resonated most in the comments below. Your story might help another senior avoid the same challenges. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to receive our next video on the 5 forgotten healthcare rights every senior needs to know. And please share this with someone over 70. It might be the most important information they receive this year.